everyone. Welcome to KK's Fit Kitchen. So tonight is another weekly webinar, and it is our special Valentine edition. We're going to talk all about yummy strawberries because they're known at Valentine's Day, right? To be the symbol of sensuality, chocolate dipped strawberries, but we're going to see some pitfalls, and we're going to learn how to make a scrumptious, delicious, creamy, smooth, high energy treat. We're going to be putting them in these cute little individual tart pans and showing you just how simple it is to make an alternative at home. So let's go to it, because yes, I've had regular conventional strawberry cheesecake before and it goes down easy. So what we do in these webinars is I create a little PowerPoint just so that you can see the information. It's not just me talking. Then we take a break. We're going to make two things. We're going to make a crust and we're going to make the creamy filling. We're going to see how easy it is just with a blender and a food processor. Super, super simple. So let's do a little screen share here and get on it. Okay. Yeah, so this is all about, whoopsie, a Valentine dessert. And don't we all love dessert? So here's an option for you guys. If you're going out for Valentine's dinner, come home, have this waiting for your sweetheart, share a little bubbly or some tea or a nice drink with this, and you can have your dessert at home and feel guilt-free. How fabulous is that? So it's so easy to indulge without the guilt, but yet I've had to change my conventional recipes because I've loved to bake since I was young. Without the guilt and the unpleasant effects of sugar and all the inflammatory ingredients that are in conventional dessert-like items, desserts and treats. We just need alternatives. It is our right to feel satiated, to have things that taste good and feel good. But as we age and as you know, your glucose gets up there, you get issues with insulin resistance, so many things, so many people are inflamed, and we just need alternatives to still feel good. So conventional recipes no longer can support good health. And that's why in my cookbook, you'll see an entire section devoted bonus, delicious, never deprived. So this is what we're making. Doesn't this look incredible? It's a creamy delight. It's comfort without the crash. And in fact, I believe that's going to be the name of my next book. This recipe will be in the bonus section of the book. It is vegan. It is high energy. It is cool and it is creamy, and there's no inflammation. You could have this for breakfast. You can have it for a treat. It is just delicious, and that's what we're going for. So strawberries doesn't look incredible. And I remember as a child growing up, and we had neighbors that had strawberry fields, and so I grew up around more organic type of environment with strawberries. But strawberries are big business, guys. I mean, I even had wild strawberries go, and you know how wonderful they taste. But a symbol of goodness, not so fast, because every single year, and I think I've been privy to this list by the Environmental Working Group since about 2008, they have topped the Dirty Dozen list every single year. So here is the toxic truth. Unfortunately, at least 54 now different pesticides can be found on strawberries, and 9 of them are known carcinogens. What does that mean? These are things that lead to oxidative stress within the body. They lead to cancer. They know that. A lot of these pesticides cross the blood-brain barrier. They contribute to cognitive decline, Alzheimer's, and other diseases of the brain later in life. Because those diseases don't just pop up. They start 20 years prior to. 19 of these chemicals are even toxic to bees. In combination with chemicals, these are even worse. I mean, in combination, the chemicals are even worse. So here, this is from an article about the oxidative stress related expression caused by bees. Now, these 3 are all found on strawberries. So 54, that's a lot. Guys, you can't wash off these chemicals, and you can't wash off chemicals with more vegetable chemicals, right? So, I mean, I filter all the water in my home, but still, that's not going to help get these off. The skins are very porous in strawberries, so you must not eat them unless they are organic. And so here's the Dirty Dozen list now. So this is really bad news for a strawberry spinach walnut salad out in a restaurant, unless you absolutely know they're getting from their buyers, and they're not, because the expense is too high. And most, unless they're buying from a farm, kale, spinach, strawberry, they're all at the top of the list. So very much caution around restaurants and your healthy selections. Think again, unfortunately, guys. So next up here is this classic cheesecake. Now, if we saw this, our brains would go, wow, our mouth would start to water. Perhaps your mouth is watering now, because we know that we're going to get a shot of dopamine. We're going to feel good for at least 12 to 15 minutes, and then we're going to start to feel bad. What is in here? The graham cracker crust. Generally, we've got graham crackers. We'll see how bad they are coming up. And unfortunately, they were our childhood classics, right? Conventional butter. That's going to have antibiotics. That's going to have the hormones added. You've got refined brown sugar. Whereas if you have a raw coconut sugar, which I use in my banana bread and a lot of my baking, you're going to get a much slower glycemic load. Cinnamon, of course, that's fine. Conventional cream cheese, again, you're getting conventional dairy. And 2 cups of refined sugar. So this is generally what you're going to be finding in just sugar, and more sugar. Lemon juice and vanilla, of course, that sounds great. White flour, we know the problem now with white flour. Completely inflammatory, not gluten-free, will create problems with the gut. Conventional eggs, again, we've got issues with that as well. And that's why if you're having eggs, try to only get the ones that are pasture-raised, organic. You're going to get higher omega-3s in the yolk, and you're not going to be contaminated by chickens that are literally being held in check by adding hormones or antibiotics to keep them alive while they're pumping out eggs. So that's the problem there. Sour cream, and then more sugar. So these are different layers here. And then, of course, we have conventional strawberries, and they're tossed in more sugar. So that is the classic cheesecake. Does it taste good? Yes, for the first 15 minutes. And then all of the stuff kicks in. Now, Honey Maid, we were all tricked with this. Now, of course, now they put no high fructose corn syrup. That doesn't mean these are still okay for you. They're still highly inflammatory, especially as we age. But look at the questionable ingredients here. First of all, you don't cook with honey, nor do you need sugar. Canola oil is highly inflammatory, and soy lecithin, horrible for your gut. Artificial flavor, do not trust that. There's most likely MSGs in here. So this is what we're dealing with Honey Maid. But is there an alternative for kids now? Yes. Mary's Gone Crackers has done a really great job of eliminating gluten, making sure their products are non-GMO, vegan, cutting down the sugar as much as possible, but there are alternatives here. But I am not going to make the crust out of these types of things. I'm going to show you an alternative crust made with whole food only. So, because these are still processed, they're not made from whole food. But this crust that we're going to make is made with whole food energy. Now, the crust is similar to these energy balls. These are some of my most coveted energy balls. These are the Chocolate Chia Cherry Vitality balls. With these are raw cacao nibs, pecans. There's some cherries, organic cherries. So all of these are just real clean ingredients. Flax, almond flour. And almond flour is high in fiber, low in calcium, and it's got some protein in it. And of course, it's gluten-free. So we're going to take a break now, and we're going to make this dreamy strawberry vegan cheesecake crust. So are you excited? It's really, really easy. And this is how the crust is similar to how I make all of my energy balls. So all we need are some nuts. Now, I do encourage you to get beautiful jars and fill them up. Now, look how gorgeous these are. First, you have to start with raw organic nuts. These are raw. They're not roasted. They're not salted. And you're worth, don't think that they're too expensive. You are worth the extra investment. If you're purchasing good things for your body, for your home, in your car, for the rest of your environment, you are worth it. So we need about a half a cup of these. So this is going to be about 2 handfuls of each. I'm not measuring it because this is not an exact recipe when you make these type of crusts. So have fun and relax. These are organic almonds, but I still rinse my organic almonds and then I put them into the oven to get crisped up. And you know what? They taste so much better. Nice and crispy. So we need 2 handfuls of that. Now, if you are lacking one of these nuts that would be in the recipe, don't you worry, because you can use some pecans in here. There's no reason why you can't. It just calls for these particular. So we're going to add in 1/4 of a cup, and this is Bob's Red Mill. I get super fine almond flour. We just need 1/4 cup of this. And I think this is about 1/4 cup. It might be 2 tablespoons. Let me just measure this out. Now, you could also use tiger nut flour if you don't, if you want to try that. Tiger nut flour is also high in fiber. We're going to add a tiny bit of salt. So this is one of the ones I like for cooking, and I don't use much, but I keep Himalayan sea salt pink, or I get the other sea salt that has, I'm trying to think, the gray sea salt one. So this actually has nutmeg. When I make the crust for my blueberry vegan cheesecake, I'm going to be using cinnamon because cinnamon tastes really good with blueberries. But I tend to like my nutmeg a little bit more. So although I say to use about 1/4 teaspoon, you can add a little bit more. So let's just get that set aside. And then to have this stick together, we're going to put in some medjool dates. First, what we're going to do though is we're going to grind this down. And I'm going to shut off the recording and pause it while we're doing this so it doesn't get you. But all you have to do is press that. Okay, that was about 30 seconds, not even. So the nuts are all coarsely ground. The flour is mixed in, the almonds mixed in. We're going to add, these are medjool dates. So by the way, Aurora Naturals has very high quality raw nuts. I love them. So these are organic medjool dates. Medjool dates are going to be thicker, plumper, more caramely. They're better for making your dessert type treats. So just mix these around. Make sure you take out the pits because your blades will totally gunk up. Now we're going to mix this up a tiny bit, and then we're going to add in a little bit of coconut oil to finish the process. Okay, so let's get you back here. Okay, it's looking really amazing. And the smell is just divine. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to add some of this coconut oil. The reason I buy NUTIVA brand is because it is perfect and best for culinary uses. I buy another virgin organic and I make sugar scrubs for my body and for my skin. But when I'm cooking, I like to have this one. It is an organic superfood. So we're gonna get this in here. Now the the coconut oil is gonna help it to get a little more sticky. And so you can see that we just have real ingredients in here, and medjool dates are the #1 natural sweetener. So let's just turn this on and finish this out. We'll be back in a sec. Okay, we're looking good. Let's turn this off. It's really great to have these little gems, and we're all done. So this is just, you want it to be a little bit moist. What I do is I just put it into a bowl. Actually, I don't even need a bowl. I made more than I need because I made the full recipe for this. So it actually will make 4 of these little ones. And I'm going to save some of it out. So we're just going to put it into these little pans. So these are 4-inch springform pans. So they make the cutest little intimate divine treats here. I would probably add a little too much. So here we go. Now you're just going to use your hands and you're just going to press this in here, and we're going to put them in the freezer while we finish up, and then we make the creamy filling. So see how easy this is so far. No big skills needed. It's all fun. Fun and fabulous. Okay. Now this is similar to something I would turn into an energy ball. And all you do is you take it like this and you make it into a ball. Nice, you put it in the freezer and you have little treats. Okay. So I will be back in a gem after I clean my fingers, and we'll carry on. Okay, we are back. And again, you see just simple ingredients here. These are soaked whole raw cashews, strawberries, vanilla, coconut cream, a little bit of coconut oil, and we're going to have some lemon juice. We're going to put that all together. But first, we're going to continue to share, and I'm going to share an epic opportunity for you guys to take advantage of. So let's go back to the share. Yeah, so the crust is in the freezer. So if you guys are ready for a winter season reset, maybe you started with some of your health goals, maybe you'd like to take it a little further, maybe you're ready for some education and some real results. And January and February, by the way, are the best, the perfect time to reset your energy. You definitely want to do it before springtime, and you want to start out this year is as energetic as possible, as confident as possible. And you're going to gain some healthy tools and achieve some health goals, which give you more confidence and a gentle detox from the holidays. And what I have to present to you is my Creed 5-day program. It is an epic 5-day program. I've got easy daily steps, recipes, videos, and you will get that vibrant energy, a taste of it, so that you know that it is within your grasp. Weight loss jumpstart. I've had people lose up to 7 pounds in just those 5 days, especially when they included it included some exercising with that. You're going to get a new reverence for food. I'm going to introduce you to recipes and videos so that you know it's not about starving yourself. The body already knows how to detox. We are helping it. And you're going to get a vision of real empowered health for yourself. These are just some testimonials I'm super proud of. The people have really had a lot of success here. And especially if you have any gut issues, which a lot of people do, gastrointestinal issues are the largest problem that we have, although diabetes related issues are the most expensive. So you know that glowing skin starts from within, and you will get a taste of this and just know how you are feeling. This happened with me, and I had people asking me, what are you doing? Are you working out more? And I said, no, it is my food that I have changed. So you're going to create a new, renewed health creed. Yes, creed stands for something. And it is all about you, though. It's about never giving up. It's 5 days to real success, and health is really in your hands. C stands for confidence and compassion. R is real food, real energy and empowerment, not the energy you steal, but the energy that you build from within, real cellular energy. So empowerment over your health, and delicious, never deprived, no diets. We're not doing that. We are just deciding to self-nourish. So we've got an early bird sign up. You can find it on my website, in the kitchen with KK/services. And this is almost an $800 value. And I am providing early discounts for only $169. So this is incredible. Goes through February the 14th. Make sure you check it out. Message me about signing up. easy Zoom call. So let's get back to the yumminess that we're creating here. But yes, creamy vegan cheesecakes. You can get creative. These are some of the ones I've created. I do love the blueberry, phenomenal, because I love that deep blue. Definitely, I've made a mango mixed with papaya, half and half. You can half them. You can get really creative. They're just delicious because you freeze them and then you serve them as they're thawing. So you get this delightful, creamy, almost like the sensation of ice cream or an ice cream cake. So it's cool, creamy, and you feel just incredible. But here, the difference is in the details, guys. Your cells know the difference. So what is in this creamy delight? We've got, and I'm just making half the recipe because I just have my 2 little 4-inch pans. 2 cups of raw organic cashews. You soak them for at least 4 to 6 hours. So 2/3 of a cup of organic coconut cream. I'll show you the one I have. And a 1/4 cup of coconut oil melted. And 2 tablespoons of pure maple syrup. So very, very small amounts of sugar. And maple syrup, by the way, is an approved sugar. It is not refined. The body recognizes the other nutrients in there. 2 tablespoons of fresh squeezed lemon. And we've got pure vanilla extract. I do love Madagascar vanilla. And 2 cups of organic strawberries. So doesn't that sound amazing? So anyway, so thank you for checking out the PowerPoint here, and we are going to make this deliciousness. Make sure you check out any of my other content here because I do demos, recipe inspiration. On YouTube, you can find me, Kimberly Knox. Obviously you did, you're watching the YouTube video. Facebook, Kimberly Knox or KK's Big Kitchen, and Instagram at KK's Big Kitchen. So make sure that you do not miss out on the next Creed program. All right, so we are stopping the share here, and I'm just gonna get everything prepped ready, and then we'll start making the delight. Okay, let's finish up this yummy treat. So all we do, I'm using the smaller cup because I'm making a smaller amount of the cup from my NutriBullet RX. If you have a Vitamix, use the smaller pitcher or other. So what I do is I start with the cashews. I'm going to add part of the coconut cream, and this is a 5.4 ounce can. 8 ounces is 1 cup. We need 2/3, so half a cup is only 4, so you need about 3. So we need about a little over half of this can. So let me just add a little bit here. I keep this in the refrigerator. It hasn't been there that long. That way the thicker part, it forms, and you can use the thicker part in here. I like to save some of the liquid to put into a drink, one of my smoothies, because it just gives it a little bit extra energy fat. So let's just start by mixing this up. It's not going to mix so well because we don't have a lot of liquid in here, but it is going to break down the nuts. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to break that down. Now we're going to add the strawberries. So I've got some strawberries cut up, and we need at least a full cup. I'm going to put in a little bit more. Let me save a couple little ones for decoration too. So we use 2 cups. I generally sometimes put in more, but that's going to be good. So let's get this in. And then we're going to stop it, and then we're going to add the coconut oil and the lemon juice, because the lemon juice is what gives it that tangy kind of cheesecake delight. So let's just get this broken up. You'll see it's going to turn nice. So gorgeous. All right, check how gorgeous this is already. You can see it on here. You're going to want to stick your finger in it and try some. Here's the vanilla. We're going to put that in. And we are going to get I'm just using half a lemon because normally I would use a whole lemon. I love this lemon squeezer, by the way. I'll show you why. It comes apart like this. It's made in Italy. It works so good, Jolie brand. So fantastic. We've got that in there. We got, we're not missing anything except for some of the coconut oil here. It's a tablespoon and, or 2 tablespoons, I forgot. It's half the recipe. Yeah, about 2. So the coconut oil, of course, as it freezes or cools, it gets hard. So it helps to give it more flavor. So let's get this mixed up and we're almost done. And we've got this going. One thing I forgot to get out is my Vermont maple syrup. So let's get a little bit in there. You can even reduce it down even more, you know, if you've got issues with sugar, because the natural sweetness of the strawberries is just perfect. So this is finished, and then all we're gonna do is pour it into the mold. We're done. And you are, I'm definitely gonna taste it because it looks so yummy. Check that out. This is, it's like creamy heaven. Strawberry cream. So you could actually turn this into a parfait instead of yogurt. And so if you're talking about cashew cream types of desserts, even the ice creams, that's what we're getting here. So I'm going to layer it with some of the strawberries because I like a little layering mix. So just pouring some in. Oh my gosh, these are so incredible. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put some strawberries on here. Let's get rid of this so we can see. We'll save a couple for the top, a couple nice looking ones. Okay, so let's just finish filling them. And then you put them into the freezer. So you can make this in the afternoon before, on Valentine's Day, before you go out, or the night before you go out to dinner and you say, no, you don't want dessert. You could surprise somebody at home with this deliciousness and just see how divine this is. So there you go. They're already done. You're just going to freeze them. And I'm going to go about cleaning up and tasting everything. So don't forget to check out my website, In the Kitchen with KK. Check out my services for the Creed program, how you can get involved. Check out the purchase favorite products for By Fire in the Hole or other yummy things. So thank you for tuning in to the Valentine special and learning a little bit about why it's so important to select organic strawberries. Bye guys, have a great night.